Here's Mountain Dew Zero.
I am thirsty.
What do Hubba Bubba and Super Mario have in common? Well, they're both discontinued sodas we wish would make a comeback, of course. Jolt Cola.
People are buying Bobby McFerrin tapes, Jolt Cola, and Scottie Pippen sneakers. That's capitalism.
Before Monster, Red Bull, or any other of the slew of today's energy drinks invaded the American market, one soda company was ahead of the curve, Jolt Cola. In 1985, Jolt was invented as a coffee alternative for the on-the-go business types of the go-go 80s. Their simple, straightforward slogan was literally, all the sugar and twice the caffeine. And the honesty worked.
We're gonna be rich!
The superpowered soda became well recognized around the country and in pop culture, with product placement in movies like Gremlins and Jurassic Park, and a mention in the comedy classic Wayne's World 2. But Jolt's success eventually powered down. They did try to keep up with the times by rebranding their products as Jolt Energy in 2006 with new flavors and revamped, modernized packaging, but by then it was too late. Companies like Rockstar and 5 Hour Energy had perfected the energy drink formula, and Jolt filed for bankruptcy in 2009. Fans waiting to get another Jolt fix have probably fallen asleep long ago, dreaming of a miraculous comeback. Pepsi Holiday Spice.
10 a.m. Santa's coming to town.
Pepsi Holiday Spice was in stores on an 8-week limited release from November 1st of 2004 through to December 31st. The official Pepsi press release noted that the added blend of holiday spices was an addition of ginger and cinnamon to the classic Pepsi recipe. But after the initial release, it did not return the following winter as fans had expected.
Why?
Lovers of Pepsi Holiday Spice had to wait a full 2 years before they could sample the sweet and spicy soda again. And just as it did the first time, the limited release ended and didn't return the next year, or any year after that. Pepsi Holiday Spice has not made a return to supermarket shelves since 2006. Dedicated fans took to making their voices heard, and more than one petition was launched demanding the company bring the beverage back each holiday season, but Pepsi has not budged. In its absence, customers have taken to tracking down the original brew, but as time goes on, the original unsealed Pepsi Holiday Spice shows up less frequently and at higher prices each time. Currently, one unopened bottle is listed on an eBay auction with a buy-it-now price of $200. The Pepsi public relations team finally stated in 2016 that Pepsi Holiday Spice was a limited-time offer and there are currently no plans to bring it back. So for now, the soda has to stay on everyone's Christmas wish list. Hubba Bubba Soda.
Habibu! Hubba Bubba is chewing gum. Habibu's not chewing gum.
Bubblegum soda still has the bubbles, except they're the carbonated kind instead of the ones you blow. And this particular version is still a hot ticket long after its heyday has passed. Although the famous Hubba Bubba chewing gum was invented by the Wrigley Chewing Company in 1979, its soda counterpart wasn't even owned or distributed by the Wrigley Company. Allegedly inspired by snow cones that were made with a pink bubblegum-flavored syrup, Renaissance man Steve Roeder came up with the bubblegum soda by mixing the syrup with club soda. He had to secure the licensing rights from Wrigley to use the Hubba Bubba name, but after the paperwork was handled, his drink hit Midwest American markets in a 1988 limited release. The novelty is still in demand today, although the limited production numbers make it difficult to find. An unopened can of Diet Hubba Bubba was once listed on the site at over 200 big ones.
That's crazy.
The soda was specifically designed as a limited production run, and once it was gone, the bubble officially burst for fans of Hubba Bubba. New to our channel? Then take a quick second and hit that subscribe button. You're the best. Thanks.
Let's roll.
Crystal Pepsi.
All the great taste of regular Pepsi, but without that troublesome opacity.
Here's a discontinued soda that was completely and literally transparent. Crystal Pepsi. Released in December of 1992, the see-through soda was just normal Pepsi without the caramel food coloring, which not only affected the look of the soda, but also the flavor. It was also caffeine-free and had 20 fewer calories than regular Pepsi.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
It only lasted a year before being officially discontinued, and the last of it was gone from shelves by 1994. But in that first year, Crystal Pepsi sold almost $900 million worth of the stuff after adjusting for inflation. A 2013 viral video featuring Crystal Pepsi sparked curiosity, and a combination of petitions, billboards, and social media activity finally triggered a brief revival of Crystal Pepsi in 2016. It had another recent return in 2022 when 300 lucky winners of a Twitter contest each received a six-pack of Crystal Pepsi, although none of that production run was ever available to the public. For now, dedicated fans will continue to wait patiently for a full-time Crystal comeback. Super Mario Super Soda.
If a turtle was blocking me from my coffee, I'd Super Mario it.
On the heels of the video game craze in the 1980s and early 1990s, it only made sense to market a soda after the kings of that craze, Nintendo's Super Mario Bros.
Easy money, right?
Manufactured by Shasta and released in 1993, this soda, unfortunately, didn't include any ingredients like fire flowers or mushrooms. The line was released in 8-ounce mini cans and targeted a younger audience, claiming to be a good source of vitamin C and coming in 4 distinct flavors. The licensing partnership with Nintendo had the bonus of hidden game and merchandise prizes inside each can. But even in the 90s, targeting sugary soda to kids was looked down upon, and the whole rollout was discontinued after a year of poor sales. The soda went on to be a much bigger hit in Nintendo's home country of Japan, but cans printed with original English US labels are a rare find now. You'll have to collect a ton of Mushroom Kingdom coins if you want a full set of the 4 different cans that are currently listed on eBay for $400. The Sprite Remixes.
One Diet Sprite Remix, please.
When the Mario Brothers didn't have success releasing multiple flavors under one brand umbrella, that didn't stop the Coca-Cola Company from attempting it nearly 10 years later with their Sprite division. And Sprite took it to another level, with 6 different tastes that could be tried 2 different ways. As with regular Sprite, the remix drinks were caffeine-free and colorless, but that's where the similarities ended. 3 unique Sprite remixes were released between 2002 and 2005. Sprite Tropical Remix, Berry Clear Remix, and Aruba Jam Remix. Those 3 were sold in bottles and could be bought straight off of store shelves. But Coca-Cola also wanted their customers to be interactive with their new idea, so they also released the Remix Flavor Hits line, which were small packets of flavor crystals that customers could dump straight into a regular bottle or can of Sprite to add their own flavor twist.
Wow, mama, there's a kick like a mule!
The whole rollout of both products lasted only 3 years, and although the Tropical Remix flavor saw 2 limited re-releases in 2015 and 2016 under a different name, fans of the other 5 flavors are still waiting on another remix rollout. Coca-Cola Blak.
Cream in my coffee and rock and roll.
When it comes to the Cola Wars, Pepsi is not the only one that's seen its share of hits and misses. The folks at Coca-Cola have had experiments too. One of their attempts was targeted towards consumers who needed a quick pick-me-up but wanted an alternative to plain old coffee. Behold, Coca-Cola Blak. Nowadays, Coca-Cola with coffee is a widely available product from the company, but the combination originally debuted in a different form. First taste tested in coffee-centric European markets like France, the Czech Republic, and Slovakia, Coca-Cola Blak was a unique coffee and cola fusion soda with a caffeine kick. The new drink finally landed on American shores in April of 2006, but it didn't stay for very long. The rollout was so dismal that it only lasted 17 months, as the strange soda combination was an absolute flop in the marketplace. Consumers were caught in the middle of deciding if it was more of a coffee or more like a soda, and when or how they should be drinking it.
I have no idea.
Coca-Cola Blak also didn't pass the taste test, with critics noting that it had a brutal and bitter aftertaste. It turns out this version attempted to also cut calories, and instead of sweetening the brew with traditional sugar, a combination of potassium, aspartame, and high fructose corn syrup was used. In the end, it was a good idea, but the bad execution of Coca-Cola Blak left a bad taste in everyone's mouths and hasn't been back in stores. Coke with lime.
You're gonna love this. It's Coke and lime.
Sticking with the Coke folks, they made another early millennium mix of tastes when they dropped a citrus and cola combination. Coca-Cola with lime debuted in early 2005, 1 year after the company had found success when they introduced lime flavor to Diet Coke in 2004.
We need the money.
After all, it seemed to only make sense that fans would like the lime twist with regular Coke just as much as they did with the diet version. The soda was introduced to the US in a TV commercial during a March broadcast of American Idol, and the company assumed customers would soon be singing their praises. But for whatever reason, the sour citrus twist of Coca-Cola with lime left most customers soured on the product. It struggled enough to be pulled from shelves just 2 years later in 2007, but dedicated fans ever since have missed its unique taste. Meanwhile, Diet Coke with lime continued to be sold for another 13 years before it too was discontinued in 2018. Similar, but not quite the same, now fans of both the diet and regular lime versions are patiently waiting for this Coca-Cola comeback. Pepsi Salted Caramel.
Caramels.
This Pepsi product was another addition to the limited holiday releases, but wound up being a victim of what might be the shortest soda rollout ever. In the summer of 2017, a YouTube channel posted rumors of new Mountain Dew and Pepsi holiday releases, and fans waited patiently for the rumored Pepsi Salted Caramel to hit the market. The variant was lighter in color than regular Pepsi with a sweet and salty twist. A brief but successful October test release in Circle K convenience stores paved the way, and on November 6th of 2017, the soda had its nationwide release.
And what happens?
But by New Year's Eve, just 2 months later, it was gone as fast as it showed up, and Pepsi Salted Caramel has been missing ever since. Pepsi Blue.
Where's the blue?
Where's the what?
The blue color.
Pepsi Blue was directly inspired by another of the company's twists on a classic soda flavor, Mountain Dew Code Red. When the cherry-flavored version of Mountain Dew was released nationwide in May of 2001, it was an instant and massive success.
Easy peasy.
Code Red was such a hit that Pepsi's Mountain Dew division reported a 6% increase in sales off the back of the new soda in the first year that it was being sold. It was so popular that it was even sold as a Slurpee flavor up until 2005. Once Pepsi realized that alternative soda flavors could be a hit, they went to work on another variation, and inspiration struck when they moved from the red half of their logo to the blue one. Pepsi Blue was landed on as an idea, but it needed a flavor. The company went to work and spent a full 9 months doing taste tests of over 100 different flavor concepts, with one coming out the winner. The company described it simply as a berry flavor, while critics and customers would later liken it to blue raspberry taste or a hint of blue cotton candy. Pepsi Blue finally hit store shelves in August 2002, but after 2 years of sales, it was the Pepsi company itself that was feeling blue. The beverage was widely regarded as a flop and sold poorly. Pepsi's marketing department pushed hard, but the blue brew just didn't catch on. After just 2 years on the market, the Pepsi Blue experiment was officially over. Unfortunately, after 20 years, it's the fans of Pepsi Blue who are stuck singing the blues.
It is what it is.
Got a favorite you miss? Let us know. And tap or click for another great video. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell.